Here I am, gracefully running along when out of nowhere, the guy who shoots for no reason shows up. Wait, why does it seem like every lobby I am in today is kill on sight? But yesterday, everyone was chill. This isn't an accident. Most players don't know it's happening, but Arc Raiders is watching how you play and punishing you for it.
What do you guys think about the rumors of aggression-based matchmaking?
I think that's confirmed, yeah.
Oh, see, it's great because I said it kind of feels like that because I don't really schwack people, right? And then I run into cool people, and then I said something about. They go, no, it's all fake. And I'm like, no, there's no way, man. There's no. Why do you think they're asking about the little interviews? Like, how did you like PvP? I hated it. Okay, well, we'll send you somewhere nice.
Yeah, I hate PvP. I never do it. I almost never find people who do. It's great.
Welcome back to another Arc Raiders video. No AI talk this time, I promise. Let's instead talk aggression-based matchmaking. One day, your raids feel calm. Players revive each other, people disengage. You actually get to explore these beautiful maps the team at Embark has created. Then suddenly, every raid turns into kill-on-sight chaos. Same gear, same map, totally different experience. What's going on here? Aggression-based matchmaking, my friend. Let's make sure we are all on the same page about what aggression-based matchmaking is. Aggression-based matchmaking is a matchmaking system that analyzes player behavior, like shooting on sight versus avoiding conflict, and places them in lobbies with similar players, creating chill lobbies for non-aggressive players and combat-heavy lobbies for aggressive ones. Over the past few weeks, players have started to notice.
Because I've got friends who are super sweats, and they say that their solo lobbies are also filled with people that constantly shoot on sight. And here I am, playing patty cake with most of the people in my lobby, and occasionally getting shot. It's just been a way different experience. So the idea that there's zero matchmaking, again, I just don't totally believe it.
Kill a lot of players, raids feel way more hostile. Avoid PvP, suddenly everyone is chill. Some people even claim they've tested this with multiple accounts and gotten completely different lobby vibes. Embark has not officially published a system called aggression-based matchmaking. However, developers have said that player behavior is analyzed and used in matchmaking. Take a look.
Style of play, and I don't know if you can answer this, impact matchmaking at all?
No, it is, without going into sort of excruciating detail, it is...
We'll take the detail.
It is quite complex. So we do analyze behavior and match accordingly.
You can't say anymore.
No.
As I've looked into this clip further, people seem to be skeptical, mainly because this guy, Robert Samelin, is the art director. However, it is the best proof we have thus far. I'll take his word for it and assume aggression-based matchmaking exists, at least to some extent. This means how aggressive you are can influence who you get matched with, and whether the system is intentional or emergent, players are feeling the effects.
And the one thing I've noticed over anything that affects my matchmaking in Arc Raiders is how I play. See, normally I'm peaceful. I run through lobbies, I have an open mic, talking to people along the way, just trying to knock out my quest. And most of the time, that's the type of people I get matched with. However, yesterday I wanted to do an experiment, so anybody I saw, I just straight up dropped. No questions asked. It was just straight shoot on sight. And immediately, that became the only type of matches I would get into.
From what I can tell, it seems we have enough evidence to know this is happening, at least to some degree. Let me know in the comments if you've experienced aggression-based matchmaking or haven't noticed it at all. Some players say yes, some say no. The real question is, though, if it does exist, is it good for the game? On paper, it sounds great. PvE players get calmer raids. PvP demons fight other PvP demons. You know who you are. Demons. Everyone gets the experience they want, right? Well, not exactly. Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter. Thanks for stating the obvious, I know. Sometimes you fight, sometimes you don't. But if the game starts labeling you based on short-term behavior, you get stuck. Have one aggressive night, now you're in sweat lobbies for hours. Try to chill after that, too bad. Everyone's already hunting you. It stops feeling organic and starts feeling forced. Forced behavior is not a good concept in games. Players don't always feel like playing one way. It ebbs and flows. Force a player to always play one way and they get bored fast. A key problem here too is we don't have any transparency from Embark on this. If aggression-based matchmaking does exist, we have no idea how aggression is measured, how long it lasts, if it resets, or how to escape it. And that's dangerous because when players don't understand the system and more importantly don't have the information to understand the system, it stops feeling fair and starts feeling manipulative. It starts to feel forced. And here's the real issue. This system is creating a feedback loop and not a good one. Aggressive players get matched together. Lobbies become kill on sight. Players have to become more aggressive to survive, and aggressive players continue to get matched together. The system reinforces itself. It's not balance. It's a PvP spiral. It's a feedback feedback loop. And for new or casual players, good luck. To be fair, some players say the system makes the game better. They like knowing that if they play friendly, the game responds. But I'm here to say that this is bad for the long-term health of ARC raiders. Let me tell you why. Extraction shooters live or die on unpredictability. The moment raids feel scripted, this is a sweat lobby. This is a friendly lobby. You lose that tension. You lose mystery. And worst of all, you train players to game the system instead of playing naturally. Each lobby should feel random, unique, different. Play naturally, and let's see what happens. ARC Raiders is certainly a casual extraction shooter compared to others. However, if you can simply not shoot anyone and just get free loot forever, that seems a bit too casual, if you ask me. This also creates another potential issue. Hyper-aggressive PvP play may actually be the worst way to get good loot in ARC Raiders. Aggressive players are funneled into lobbies that are worse for long-term loot progression, while passive or cooperative players are rewarded with safer raids and better economic outcomes. That creates a self-reinforcing imbalance. PvPers stay poor and they're forced to PvP. PvE players get rich and avoid PvP entirely. The real issue is that it's not an economic problem, but that this is a misaligned incentive structure. Extraction shooters reward risk, control, and sound decision making. But if maximum risk equals minimum loot, the system is broken, and the extraction shooter genre or structure is broken as well. I don't necessarily think this system needs to be removed. It mainly just needs clarity. Embark has basically acknowledged that behavior affects matchmaking. So the question isn't if this exists anymore, it's how it works. And right now, players are missing a lot of important answers. This is where game design gets intense and fast. Aggression-based matchmaking sounds simple. If you are more aggressive, you are playing with other more aggressive people. But let's unpack that a bit further. Let's say each player is being assigned an aggression score by Embark. What data points actually feed into your aggression score? What behaviors are actually tracked? Is it PvP kills, damage dealt to other players, first shot fired versus self-defense? For a quick, simple visual, here is how Embark could potentially track and create an aggression score. Note, this is very simplified, and if this does exist, I'm sure it's much more complex. Maybe Embark tracks how many PvP kills you get each game and assigns you a score based on that match relative to all other players. If you had the most kills in the game, you're in the top 90th percentile and get assigned a 10. Same would apply for the other 4 tracked behaviors in terms of calculation. Each game you play would assign you an aggression score, and it would average into your overall account aggression score. Player A loves to PvP and only PvP. Player B, on the other hand, has never done any PvP in his entire ARC Raiders career. If you don't think this exists, this comment from my last video will prove you wrong, considering this guy has played 400 hours as an RP medic and has never fired a shot. Honestly, more impressive than a PvP god. Is aggression weighted differently in solos versus squads? Does your squad aggression stack? Can one aggressive teammate taint the whole group? Is behavior evaluated per raid or over multiple sessions? Are recent raids weighted more heavily? Is there a decay or forgiveness system? Does aggression naturally fade over time? How long does it take? Does AI combat affect your aggression profile? Are new players protected from aggressive profiles? Does aggression affect spawn density or lobby composition? What problem was this designed to solve? Griefing? PvP fatigue? New player experience? Is unpredictability a key to extraction shooters still a design priority for ARC Raiders? Are raids meant to feel different each time, or is consistency preferred? For clarity, I posed all of these questions not because I would expect Embark to answer them, but because these are the fun and complex design questions that you have to ask when you decide to implement a system like aggression-based matchmaking, which sounds simple, but isn't. Transparency and a clear understanding of the system we are all operating in will help us understand how much our play is really affecting our lobbies and our overall gameplay experience. So, what do you think? Is aggression-based matchmaking impacting you? And if it is it actually helping ARC Raiders or slowly hurting it? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more ARC Raiders deep dives, hit subscribe and like this video. This game has way more systems under the hood than it lets on, and we're going to keep exploring those here in the next few videos. Thank you for watching.